Hi and welcome to this presentation by NES Snagging Services. My name is Jamie Merchant and I am the Director of NES Snagging. We conduct snagging inspections across the Yorkshire, Cumbria and North East regions. And in this presentation I'm going to be talking about pre-completion versus post-completion snagging surveys. Now this is the most common question I get from our customers is, what type of snagging inspection should I get? Should I get the post-completion inspection or should I get the pre-completion inspection? So in this video, in this presentation, I want to break down what each inspection entails and the benefits and negatives of each type of inspection so you can make an informed choice on choosing whether you go with a pre-completion inspection or a post-completion snagging inspection. So first of all, let's talk about the pre-completion inspection. A pre-completion inspection is a critical phase in the home buying process, okay, and it's carried out just before you officially complete, usually within a 7-day window before you complete on the sale of your home, on the purchase of your home and get the keys. Okay, now the primary purpose is to identify and document any defects or shortcomings or issues found with the property, ensuring they are addressed before you move in. So the primary objective of pre-completion inspection is to pinpoint any flaws or defects in the property's construction, finishing or systems. And by addressing these issues before the finalisation of the purchase, the inspection aims to provide home buyers with a defect-free, move-in ready home. So the whole idea of the pre-completion inspection is that a third party can inspect your home before you move in the house and can provide your builder with a snagging report so your builder can start remedial work and fix these issues before you move into the home. Now, the pre-completion inspection is a mandatory for builders under the New Homes Quality Board, okay? The New Homes Quality Board introduced pre-completion inspections as a mandatory requirement for builders who have signed up to the New Home Quality Code. Now, this ensures that customers have the opportunity to have their property thoroughly inspected by a qualified advisor or inspector during the notice period, which is typically, as I mentioned before, around 7 days before completion. Now, all the larger builders, the Tier 1, Tier 2 developers, have all signed up to this New Home Quality Code, such as your Taylor Wimpey's, your Barrett's, your Avant Homes, your Story Homes even. If you are purchasing a property from a smaller developer, then you can search the New Homes Quality Board database to see if they have signed up to the New Homes Quality Code. Or another method is you simply ask them if they have signed up to the New Homes Quality Code and if they allow pre-completion inspections on their homes. Now, to conduct a pre-completion inspection, the inspector must possess suitable qualifications, work within their defined competencies and hold the necessary professional indemnity insurance. They should also be memberships in reputable organisations such as RPSA, RICS, CIOB and ICWCI. We, as NES Snagging, are a RPSA accredited snagging company and all our members, all our surveyors are RPSA accredited and CIOB. Okay, some of them are CIOB. Now, when conducting a pre-completion inspection, we must follow a checklist which is issued by the New Homes Quality Board called the Pre-Completion Inspection Checklist. Now, this checklist covers various aspects of the property, ensuring that the inspection is comprehensive and consistent across different homes. That's the major part of the pre-completion inspection, is to introduce consistency across snagging inspections, okay? So we are all snagging to a certain set of standards and using the same type of document. So let's talk about the benefits of the pre-completion inspection. Now, conducting a pre-completion inspection offers several advantages, the most significant being that any snags or issues are resolved before you move into your new home. This means that you can enjoy a seamless transition into your property without the hassle of dealing with post-move-in disruptions. That is the main benefit of a pre-completion inspection. We get to inspect the property before you move in. We provide a snagging report so your builder can start remedial work and fix the issues before you move in, resulting in you moving into a higher quality home and having less disruption after you've moved in by tradespeople conducting remedial works on your property. Another benefit is the early detection of significant issues or defects. Okay, identifying and addressing these issues before completing the purchase can prevent potential disruptions and inconveniences that may arise after you have moved in. Okay, so if we inspect the property, do a pre-completion inspection, and we find there is defects what will require major works, such as walls not constructed to standards or to tolerances, and major works will be required to fix those issues. Then with the pre-completion inspection, it may be possible for then you to go, well, I'm not completing on the home until this remedial work is fixed, and the completion will be pushed back, meaning that you're not paying for a property that is going under major works. Okay, so let's talk about the limitations of the pre-completion inspection. Now, one significant drawback is the lack of access to specialised inspection tools such as thermal cameras, moisture meters and high-level photography. So these tools can provide a more in-depth analysis of potential issues that might be missed during a pre-completion inspection. So we're not allowed to use thermal imaging on a pre-completion inspection. We're not allowed to use drones or high-level photography to inspect the roof area. And we're also not allowed to use moisture meters. Now, this is a big limitation, as in the colder months, thermal imaging on your new build property is important. It can give you peace of mind that your new property is insulated correct. You're not going to be losing heat, which is costing you money throughout the colder months. Okay. Now, unfortunately, with the pre-completion, you have to follow the pre-completion checklist, and there is no element inside that checklist for you to be using a thermal camera. Now, the biggest limitation for a pre-completion inspection is the actual time allocated to you to conduct the inspection by the developers. Typically, the builders, the developers will give you a 1 to 2 hour time slot to conduct the inspection. Now, the New Homes Quality Board recommends this. Okay, they recommend that the builders provide a 1 to 2 hour slot to conduct a pre-completion inspection. Now, unfortunately, even 2 hours is not enough time to conduct a thorough, comprehensive snagging inspection. Many builders will only provide 1 hour. They will give you 1 hour to go conduct a snagging inspection, meaning you're basically in there rushing around, trying to cover all aspects of the checklist as much as possible before your 1 hour time slot is allocated, is finished, right? On a typical post-snagging inspection, we will be there between 3 to 5 hours conducting the snagging surveys, depending on the house type and depending on the property itself, depending on what the finish is like in the property. Some well-finished properties, the inspections will take less time. So this time frame may not be suitable for a thorough inspection, especially for larger properties or homes with more complex construction. Another challenge and restriction with a pre-completion is that the house has not been 100% complete. Now, the New Homes Quality Board state that the house should be ready to move in, it should be complete, and it should have had a sparkle clean, and it should be ready for the customer, the homeowner, to move into. Now, unfortunately, many times, majority of times, we get to the pre-completion inspection and there is either works going on, such as kitchens being fitted, doors being fitted, decorators painting walls, or the property has not had a sparkle clean and it is full of dust, full of dirt, the windows are filthy, and it's very difficult to conduct a thorough inspection when the property is in that state. The next limitation is interference from the site team. Now, this isn't always the case, but many developers assign a manager or an assistant manager to accompany the inspector during the pre-completion inspection. Okay. Now, the biggest limitation with this is it eats into the already limited amount of time you are allowed to conduct that inspection quickly. Now, finally, there's the issue of defect resolution. Okay, it is not uncommon for defects identified during the pre-completion inspection not to get fixed or to be rushed and not meet the desired standard before completion of the home. Now, this kind of defeats the object of the pre-completion inspection. This isn't 100% all the time, but feedback from our past customers who's been in contact after the pre-completion inspection, they've moved into the property and the issues raised during the pre-completion inspection have still not been completed, right? They've still not been fixed, the remedial work has not been carried out, meaning that they are now living in the property and they will have tradespeople come into that property and causing disruption in their life and carrying out remedial works. Okay, so that's pre-completion inspections covered. Let's talk about post-completion inspections. Now, post-completion snagging surveys are conducted after the home buyer has completed the purchase of their new home and received the keys. These inspections aim to provide a more comprehensive assessment of the property, offering different advantages and disadvantages compared to the pre-completion inspections. So let's again talk about the benefits of the post-completion inspection. The post-completion inspections are not bound by the time constraints as pre-completion inspections, allowing for a more comprehensive examination of the property. This extended time frame ensures that all potential issues can be thoroughly identified and documented. Thermal imaging and high-level photography. Post-completion inspections benefit from the use of advanced inspection tools such as thermal cameras, high-level photography and moisture meters. These tools provide a more detailed analysis, allowing the detection of issues of key components of the property that may not be visible to the naked eye. Now, another benefit is an opportunity to discuss the findings in person at the end of the inspection. After completing a post-completion inspection, you have the opportunity to discuss the findings You have the opportunity to discuss the findings with the inspector in person. This enables you to gain a better understanding of the identified issues and their severity, facilitating a more informed decision-making process. So at the end of the inspection, the inspector will talk you through the defects found and can explain to you where they are, what they entail, and what remedial work may be required to fix that type of issue. Okay, so moving on to the disadvantages of the post-completion inspection. One big disadvantage is scheduling challenges, right? Coordinating a post-completion inspection alongside all the other tasks you have when completing on the sale of a home, such as removal teams, moving all your furniture in, flooring installations, all of this can be logistically challenging. And finding the right time that suits all parties involved can be a little bit complex. Now, ideally, when conducting a post-completion survey, we would go to the property the day after completion. That is the ideal day to do the inspection. We do not conduct inspections on completion days because of delays, right? The ideal day is the day after completion, the house is empty, there's nobody in there, there's no furniture in there, and it's a blank canvas, and we can go and do a snagging inspection. Now, the best time after that is the day after that, the day after that, and so on. Now, you can get a snagging inspection when furniture's moved in. We do this inspection all of the time, but what we do ask is that we can get to every window, open all and close all doors, and we can get to all the key components of the property. Okay. Another negative is probably the biggest one is the potential disruptions during remedial works. Right, remedial works identified during a post-completion inspection may lead to disruptions in your daily life when living in the property. Depending on the extent of the issues, these works can be intrusive and affect the comfort of living in the home. Okay, you will have tradespeople coming to your home to fix all types of different issues found. Okay, some of that work may be dusty, some of that work may be dirty, noisy. So a post-completion, all of the defects obviously will be getting fixed when you are living in the property. Now, if you have a period of time from completion to moving in, then that's great because you've got an empty property where you will hopefully get all the remedial works fixed. But if you are moving in as soon as possible after you have completed on the sale of the home, then you will have trades inside your home conducting remedial works. Now, unlike pre-completion inspections, post-completion inspections do not identify defects before the purchase. Okay, so this means that you might have to move into a property with larger issues that need attention in the future. So my previous example with walls not being constructed correctly and major works required to fix those issues, on a post-completion survey, if that gets identified, any remedial works to that, again, you're going to be living in that property, right? Now, I do want to touch on the builder's responsibilities because this is a big question I also get. Now, regardless of whether defects are identified before or after completion, your builder has an obligation to fix them within their 2-year defect liability period. So this ensures that you have some recourse for addressing issues that may arise after moving into your new home. So to conclude, summarising the key takeaways, okay, both pre-completion and post-completion snagging inspections have their advantages and limitations. Now, the choice between the two approaches depends on your preferences, timing and tolerances for potential disruptions, and ultimately the goal of snagging inspections is to ensure the quality and comfort of your new home. Okay, that's what we are here for. We want to help you improve the quality of your new home and improve the efficiency and the comfort of your new home. Now, after lots of feedback from our past clients, we have decided to introduce a new type of snagging package. It's a pre-completion plus thermal and de-snag package. So if I just quickly break that down for you, we will conduct a pre-completion inspection on your property, okay, giving the builder time to fix the issues before you move in. Now, once you get the keys and the builder has worked through the snagging report issued, we will then return and de-snag the property. We will check the remedial works carried out by the builder to see if they have been done to a good standard and see if they meet standards. During this de-snag, we will also conduct a thermal imaging scan of your property. Now, this is only available in the colder months, okay? The ambient temperature externally needs to be ideally 10 degrees or below, okay? 11 degrees, 12 degrees, we can still conduct a snagging survey, but we need to heat the internal of the home, a thermal survey, but we need to heat the inside of the home past 22 degrees, okay? So the pre-completion plus thermal and de-snag package, we will go to the property, conduct a pre-completion inspection, return in a week or 2 weeks' time to de-snag the issues raised on the pre-completion, and also conduct a thermal scan of the property, and we can also take pictures of the high-level photography of the roof. Okay, we can also check the roof. Okay, so that's the end of this presentation. Hopefully that helps you make an informed choice on what type of snagging survey you are going to go for on your new build home. Our details are on the screen. If you do want to instruct NES Snagging to conduct a snagging survey for you, please visit our website. You can book your snagging inspection online. Alternatively, send us an email or call us on the number below. We cover the Yorkshire, Cumbria and North East regions, and all of our inspectors are RPSA accredited.